Hey guys. So I'm not all dialed up because I have no capacity to do that. um so September 27th of 2020, I felt my balloon pop in the I was in this area of my head pretty much. And I was sleeping. Well, not really. It's kind of hard to explain. I was getting these pressure headaches. I felt like somebody was taking my head and like pushing it. And the pressure headaches were going on for about a week before the actual aneurysm. Um, Maybe a little longer. I had been to the emergency room. They told me there was nothing wrong with me. No one ever did any head scans, no MRIs was done when I was telling them about these pressure headaches. They just kept sending me home saying nothing was wrong. I even tried going to a different hospital, got nowhere. So, back to what I was saying, I was when it happened, I didn't know what was happening, right? I literally felt like a balloon popped in the inside of my head. I'm sorry to play with my hair, but I tend to do that. I just felt like a balloon was literally popping in my head. And at first I thought it might have been a bug bite. I remember like patting my head to find I thought a bug bit me. Like it didn't hurt, but I've never felt anything like that. And within seconds, I just felt like somebody took boiling hot water and just poured it down my head. Like I felt it pouring down, like it was burning. Um That didn't last very long, which is good in my case. I was able to stop bleeding on my own. I didn't know that at the time. I didn't know I was bleeding, but that's what was happening. And I remember calling 911, and then I remember calling my kid's dad. When I was calling 911, I was pretty okay cuz like I said that lasted a few seconds and then it stopped. So I was okay. But then when I called my ex to tell because my kids were there, it was about 3 o'clock in the morning. When I called him to tell him to come get the kids, I remember trying to tell him to come get them. But what I was thinking and what I was saying were two different things. I don't even remember what I said, but it wasn't what I was supposed to say. So it happened. I survived it. I really don't want to go into a whole bunch of details about what happened. It's not really any fun, fond memories of that. I will say this, when it happened, it was during the pandemic, obviously, and no one was in the hospital with me. I wasn't allowed to stay at the hospital. I have other medical problems. I was too high risk, and they just felt like it would be safer for me to leave because of COVID. And they were very adamant on that. Like I have a lot of medical problems, and they're like, you would have a very hard time surviving COVID. We need to get you out of here. And I live in Buffalo, New York. I went to Buffalo General, which at the time really didn't have any beds because of COVID in the first place. So that was kind of the other issue, is they had nowhere to put me. Um, I wasn't sent home immediately. I was in hospital for pretty much 24 like some hours, but they sent me home. I still have a 2 millimeter aneurysm in my head. When I first came home, for the first 2 weeks, I had to keep being rushed back to the hospital, mainly because I was doing too much. Like I said, I have a lot of medical problems, and I'm very accustomed to, oh, I just had a pulmonary embolism, but I'm about to go shopping because that's what I feel like doing today. So that's kind of the other thing. Sorry, my dog. Get in your bed, Misty. Misty, get in your bed. Go. Sorry, I have a spoiled brat dog. She's trying to climb on the couch with me, but that's not happening today. Um, I don't remember what I was talking about. That's the other fun part. I have memory problems now. Um, I really made this or decided to go live because I haven't talked about my symptoms. I'm used to pretending like I'm okay when bad things happen to me medically. And I tried to do that in the beginning. I tried to launch a new business, multiple actually. And God, I didn't even know what I was doing, things that I had done a million times. And people were like, Jackie, why can't you figure this out? You've done this. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe my ex did all this stuff. And I don't know. I feel like I just don't know how to like I knew what it was though. I couldn't keep a thought together. I just didn't know how to tell people that. I would start a task and in the middle, forget I was doing it. I would I would purchase things, spend thousands of dollars. Couldn't tell you what I was purchasing or why. I was getting packages to my house for things I didn't remember ordering, and I couldn't remember why I was ordering it. I was spending my money and not knowing why. But I was so good at faking being okay that nobody understood how bad I was declining the whole time until I couldn't hide that I was declining anymore, you know? That's the part I didn't expect, I like I said, I had a pulmonary embolism, I have chronic kidney disease, I have lupus, I have it doesn't matter. The point is, every other medical condition that I have, eventually it gets better, even when I'm not doing everything right, even when I'm not taking all the medication they give me, even when I'm not doing even when I'm trying to still pretend like I'm okay and be superwoman and all of that, to some extent, it would get better. Every day since I had this aneurysm, I get both better and worse. It's like the symptoms in the beginning, the aphasia, the vertigo, all that is getting better. Then there's other parts that get worse. Now, I want to be clear. It's not the same as wanting to kill yourself. I don't want to kill myself. But there are days when I sit and I just feel like I should have just died that day instead of surviving. this isn't my life. This isn't me. Every day I'm different. More and more. All the people that I had in my life, I don't anymore. Because most people don't understand how to love somebody or deal with somebody who's had a traumatic brain injury because they're so different from the person you fell in love with. But they can't help but be different. Everything about them is different now, you know? But what I didn't expect was the inability to handle people. I literally can't handle people anymore. And I don't know what to do. It started pretty much immediately after the aneurysm. Like I was having customers message me because their orders weren't coming. And I didn't want to tell people, and then I did tell people and they didn't believe me. They thought I was making excuses. So I just started having these fits of rage with customers, with clients. And that's when it started, right? I was so angry. Like I'm telling you, my brain broke, and I'm telling you, I don't understand what you're asking me. I don't know how to help you. I don't know why you don't have your package. To my knowledge, mailed it out, and maybe I did it. I don't know, but it's not here, and I still don't know. I don't know what I did with these packages. I don't know what happened. And how do I explain it to somebody? How do I explain I don't have your products. I don't have them, but I don't know where they are. And I would just get angry because I wouldn't know how to articulate what was happening. And when I would just say, like, I don't know, ma'am, sir, I don't know. Very few people were okay with the fact that I just didn't know. And so, as how it started, and then over time, I just found myself more and more angry. Like, where was my family when I had my aneurysm? Why didn't everybody show up at my house ready to take care of me the way that I showed up so many other times for other people? Where are my people? And then, like, as my brain is literally not working, I'm trying as hard as I can to tell people, like, I can't function without seeming like a victim, without seeming like a weak ass person, but yet still tell them that I am a weak ass person right now. Like I didn't know how to do that, and I still don't. But then it like shifted and it became like right now where it is when it comes to things that for other people be small, minuscule, whatever. It doesn't feel like that for me. For me, it feels like the only way to describe it is after you have an aneurysm, there are three very serious emotions that are constant: rage, sadness, and depression. You can cry at any random moment. If you are not a crier, you don't like to cry in public, well, guess what? Too fucking bad. Those are your emotions. Those are the emotions that you process You rotate through periodically throughout the day. And at any random moment, any of those three emotions, rage, sadness, and depression, are going to punch you in the chest and be like, what up? I'm here. Let it go. So when friends and family do things that are hurtful, it's not the same for me. For them, it's small and forgivable. But when it happened to me, all three of those emotions jumped my ass. And all I was left for you was sadness, rage, and depression. That's it. That's what I got in return for whatever transaction we had, whatever you did to me to hurt me. For you, it was small and forgivable. For me, it incited rage, sadness, and depression. And every time I think about you or the hurt, they jump my ass again. It's like, I want to forgive people, but I can't. Because every time I try, I get rage, sadness, and depression coming to jump my ass. And I can't. I don't have the capacity to forgive you. It's not that I don't love you. It's not that it doesn't hurt not having people in my life. There's nobody. There's people still in my life. Like there's people who identified it as what it was and who understood the assignment. And there's a lot of people who didn't. A lot. And I wish I can, you know, still love you guys and move on and but I can't. Okay, I can't. I decided to go back to school. I was already in school before the pandemic, to be clear. But I decided to go back to school. This time full time. I was nowhere near full time before. Decided to go back full time. I couldn't function my way through a business. But something told my dumb ass I can function my way through law school. So in the beginning, I was killing it. And when I say the beginning, I mean the very fucking beginning. It's so crazy when I try to explain to people how much I struggle in school because to and maybe it honestly is a reflection of what it's like having an internal unseeable illness. When I talk to people about how horrible I struggle in school and they say, "Oh my god, that's crazy. Where are your grades? How are your grades?" And I'm like, "A's and B's." They're like, "Well, you're not struggling then. The hell are you talking about?" Oh, no. It has been a struggle to maintain those A's and B's. First of all, I have services now through my school because I had a brain aneurysm. Um, and with all of those services, I have a note taker, I have a test reader, I have a videographer. Well, technically, it's a device that records all of my classes, but I'm just saying, I got it. I have all these accommodations and I cannot, it's still a struggle to function. Class is like, remember those things that we used to have as kids, you put on your eyes and you flick it? Most moments, that's what it feels like. It feels like my brain just flicks from one thing to the next. It just hops to a whole nother. I'm sure you guys are watching this and see how I'm just flopping from one topic to the other, completely forgetting about what I was talking about before. I don't know. That's what I do now. That's how I talk. But just reading is such a challenge for me. And sometimes I have 80-page case logs to read and which is a daunting task, right? For any average person, because most of them are fucking boring, right? Sometimes you get really juicy ones, like reading like a novel or some shit. But sometimes you get like really boring stuff, you know? It's not even that like the charge is boring or the case itself is boring, but the case log is just, it's literally everything that happened during the court hearing, during the trial, and the trial logs. Some of those is boring as hell. And it's like, I literally have to take them one sentence at a time. I print them out in really big font. Like the pages they give me are like, they're not normal size pages. I've never seen pages like this before. They're like massive. It has to be like an 11 by something, right? They make them in this special printer down in my student access center. Special kids, you know, we're all special in our own way. And I go in there, I get them printed really huge, and I have to cover up all the other words on the page other than the sentence I am reading. I'm not kidding. That's how I have to get through them. Because all that stuff on the page causes migraines. Do you know your eyes see all of that and you just, your brain tells you to focus in on what you're reading? Well, my brain doesn't exactly tell me that anymore. So that sucks. But here's what I also learned about myself is that I'm really capable of some badass shit when you think about it. Cause I mean, it's a struggle with school. It and especially with also having treatments. Like right now, they're trying to regulate me on some cognitive medication, so they're like trying different cocktails on me until they find the one that fits. Which is fun when you're in school and you're experiencing symptoms from your medication and symptoms from your brain aneurysm at the same time. It's so much fun. You know, it's like a box of chocolates. You just never know what you're gonna get. It's great. I can't become nothing. I, my dog is devastated that she is not on the couch with me right now. Misty, get in your bed. Get in your bed. No, get in your bed. Misty, get in your bed. Get in the bed. I want y'all to know this is like a $200 bed I'm trying to make her get into. It's not. Misty, get in your bed. Misty, get in your bed. You can't get up here. Get in your bed. Get in your bed. Misty, get in your bed. Misty, go get in your bed. She don't respect me. Get in your bed. Misty, get in your bed. Get in your bed. In case y'all thought she didn't know what get in your bed means, she really does. She just don't care. She doesn't respect my gangster. Also, I low key be letting her on the couch sometimes, but not tonight. Cause she need a bath tonight, and I'm not giving her a bath, so she cannot get on my furniture. And she needs to stay on her bed, and she gonna have to deal with it until she get a bath. Cause ew, I don't want. I can't. I don't know what I was talking about. In the past year, I've experienced more changes in myself than I think I ever have. I cannot put together a sentence right now. I I think I'm gonna end this because um I no longer remember what I came to say. And I can't remember. Um yeah, I think I'm gonna go. It's late. It's almost 2 a.m. and I have class. Not in the morning, but I have class tomorrow. So I should go anyways.